All right, everybody, welcome into Northland basketball. Welcome back to Snowflake for the second half of our broadcast doubleheader tonight. Coming up, it's boys basketball with the Snowflake Lobos hosting the Holbrook Roadrunners on this one tonight on a kind of a brisk and cold night, isn't it? I mean, the winter has never really shown up except that it's getting kind of cold out there in northeast Arizona. And let's just stay inside. How's that? The climate inside here. Snowflake's Lobo Gymnasium, pretty nice for this matchup between the Snowflake Lobos and the Holbrook Roadrunners. It's Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. The Roadrunners, the visitors, come in a pretty good season already. How about 14-4 overall for the Roadrunners? I think that Coach Delmar Johnson would take that any day of the week with a team that is just like they always are, undersized. I mean, you know, you can describe the Roadrunners in a lot of ways, but you're always going to say undersized somewhere in the conversation. But they're 14-4, and the hometown Snowflake Lobos are 8-5, and they're getting their introduction to the fans assembled here tonight at Lobo Gymnasium. We're just about ready to go on another broadcast game of Northland basketball. You see Asher Brewer right there. He was our Sports Zone Player of the Game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. He was our Player of the Game 2 nights ago. Snowflake defeated Alchesay. There's number 22, Aiden Kaur, who was the 4A East Sky Region Football Player of the Year. Not just defense, but he was the Player of the Year overall in the region during the football season for the Snowflake Lobos after that marvelous year they had playing football. It's loud for the intros. It'll calm down and quiet down here for you just a little bit as we get it underway, everybody, and we'll take a look at your starting lineups that we were unable to catch there during the start. There's Asher Brewer. He's a guy who knows how to have some fun, doesn't he? And he has fun on the basketball court. He is going to jump center against Holbrook's Chase Salabai, number 20. Starters for Snowflake include Asher Brewer, number 12. Also number 23, that's Merrick Ulberg. In the starting lineup is number 0, Landon Clare. Number 22, Aiden Kaur, mentioned him a moment ago. And the fourth starter for Snowflake is Brock Irvin. Brock Irvin, number 11. Snowflake's starters here tonight against the Roadrunners. Chase Salabai will jump center, and that'll bat around, and Snowflake eventually controls the basketball. Landon Clare has it in hand, and defensively, Manny So, number 11, will front him. Also in the starting lineup for Holbrook is number 32, that's Taryn Basenti. So Roadrunners work the ball into the Lobos get it into the paint. Ulberg now back outside. Clare is open for three, and he's got his first shot attempt for a three. Shot good for Snowflake, and they've got a 3-0 lead as we get it underway here at Lobo Gymnasium. Other starters for the Roadrunners include Travis Baya, number 23. And I guess that leaves the one remaining starter, the fifth starter, saved him for last, Tyler Tapaha, number 42. Tyler with the beautiful inside-outside game. Chase Salabai nails a three for Holbrook. And the Roadrunners answer the early Landon Clare three to tie the game at 3 apiece as we get it underway here from Lobo Gymnasium. Thanks for joining us for Northland basketball, presented by Choice Broadband, and great partners like Sholo Ford and Holbrook Family Dentistry, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Also a big thank you to Perkins Cinders and to Hatch Concrete, and thank you goes out to Beeman Well Drilling. Here's a ball in the corner and a three on the way for the Roadrunners, and that is not going to connect for Taryn Basenti. There is a whistle and a travel, and that'll be Snowflake's basketball. And I want to mention one more of our valued sponsors, saving them for last, and that's the Furniture Gallery in Snowflake. Wonderful people, and we can't do it without them. Steal by Holbrook, a takeaway by Tyler Tapaha. Tapaha gets the big steal. And there goes Manny inside with it, the spin, but he gets called for a travel. Manny Rico right there for the Roadrunners. And a turnover. It's Northland basketball, and it's Snowflake and Holbrook We bring you the action from Lobo Gymnasium. Merrick Ulberg will try to work his way in. Unable to do it. Brock Irvin goes baseline, and the reverse lay-in is good. A little bit unconventional in the way he put it up there, but he did what he had to do with the defenders doing what they could do to prevent the action. Watch it again. Watch Brock go baseline. And by the time he let it go, he was out there a ways, wasn't he? Tapaha shot attempt, no good. Salabai inside with the rebound and the putback for the Roadrunners, and Chase has the first 5 points of the game for the Roadrunners. We're tied at 5. Asher Brewer out on top. To Claire, guarded by Rico. Man-to-man Holbrook defense. Outside it goes, and Brewer's three is no good. Irvin keeps it alive. An offensive rebound for Snowflake. Holbrook with the basket, or rather the Lobos with the basketball. Underneath to Aiden Kaur, and he comes up shy on that. Tapaha, the Holbrook rebound. And we stay tied at 5 with exactly 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Salabai. And they'll swing it left side to Vicente. And if I'm not mistaken, we have a wrong name for Vicente. If I'm not mistaken. I think it's Jaron. Holbrook commits the game's first foul. Tapaha. Yeah, Jaron. Somewhere along the line, we got the misspell. So I corrected it. Jaron Vicente, and there's Merrick Ulberg with a very smooth fadeaway. Shot good for the Lobos. And they're back in front. Holbrook, they're going to force a pass. It wasn't the best pass, but Tapaha came away with it. To Salabai on the baseline. He's able to roll that thing in. Chase doing all the work on offense for the Roadrunners so far. He's got all their points. Meanwhile, the 3 field goals Snowflake has, that's 3 different Lobo players that have scored those. Aiden Kaur, he wants the 3, and he's got the 3. Beautiful look from Aiden Kaur. Left him open. And one of the best defensive football players to come through Snowflake in a very long time. Proves he's got a nice shot from the outside right there. Unable to stay with Travis Baya, though. That ends up being a whistle and a foul. Not Baya, sorry, Vicente was the guy on that drive. Let's look at it again. Well, the 3 anyway. There's that good look from. And we'll watch this one. Great move. Boy, it's tough, isn't it? As you watch Asher Brewer get the mid-range jump shot there for Snowflake. Brewer's got his first points of the game. Snowflake spreading the love. I mean, everybody getting involved out there. Tapaha's shot somehow finds a way to go in for his first points of the game. Working against the taller Lobo defenders. 12-9, Snowflake in front of Holbrook. Snowflake's got the ball again. Kaur. He's wide open outside, and he decided not to take the shot. Interesting. Ulberg at the elbow, and his jumper will bounce and go in. It's a pretty good bounce that he got. And a 5-point lead for the Lobos. Tyler Tapaha picks it up at the elbow. The guy assigned to cover him is Brock Irvin. And the backdoor cut is stolen on the pass. Aiden Kaur now inside to Irvin from the right baseline. High off the glass, no good. Asher Brewer had the position for the offensive rebound and put back. And Snowflake is getting out in front here. Coach Johnson is going to call for a timeout here soon if his guys don't turn it around. Leighton Tom, number 3, has checked into their lineup. Tapaha, he was bumped a lot on the way in. Didn't get the favor from the officials on that, but he did make the basket. And he's got his second field goal of the night. Irvin. Back outside, Brewer. And his three is off the back iron. Got it back, and he was unable to make the follow. Travis Baya scoops up the rebound for the Roadrunners. A minute and 20 now. A minute 20 remaining here in the first quarter. Jaron Vicente pulls up and lets fly a three, and that was a beauty. Perfect. I mean, almost didn't even touch the strings on that. It was so nice. And he gets Holbrook back to within 2 points. Landon Clare try the pick and roll, and Brewer unable to finish. But Irvin gets the rebound, and his follow is good for Snowflake. And Brock's got his second field goal. 40 seconds on the clock here in the quarter. And that's going to skip to the corner. I don't know how Travis Baya got away with that, but he did. And Tapaha from way out there. No good, and a whistle, and a foul, and we'll take a timeout. Grab a timeout on the broadcast. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
And our thanks goes out to Show Low Ford for their partnership here on our broadcast work at the Sports Zone. Second quarter coming to a close. Got a whistle a moment ago on Travis Baya, his first foul of the day. And at the free throw line is Merrick Ulberg. And Ulberg has the first foul shot. He'll make both of those. He's got 6 points, and we've got 5 seconds left in the quarter. Tapaha. Somebody got to shoot. And he couldn't get it away before the quarter ends. So we come to the end of the first quarter. 20-14, Snowflake in front of Holbrook. Stand by for the second quarter. It's Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Well, a big thank you to Holbrook Family Dentistry for their partnership here with us at the Sports Zone on our coverage of Northland basketball. Our presenting sponsor is Choice Broadband. And we're back to the action. The second quarter underway. There's a whistle and a push, and I believe Holbrook is going to get called for trying. Oh, not Holbrook. That's going against Christian Smith. He is the guard for Snowflake. So we bring you back into Northland basketball. Thank you to Choice Broadband. Snowflake battling Holbrook tonight here at Lobo Gymnasium in a 3A East matchup between the two teams. I mentioned the overall records coming in. 14-4 for the Holbrook Roadrunners. And overall 8-5 for the Snowflake Lobos. Let's check the 3A East region standings briefly. We will let you know that Holbrook at 2-0 shares the region lead with Snowflake, also 2-0. So this is a big game right here. Somebody will be alone in first place at the end of this one, although the Altusay Falcons coming into the night only have one loss, and Sholo has no losses. So, you know, the number of wins, somebody will be 3-0 in the region. That's going to go a long way toward positioning, but there will be others well within reach when it comes to whatever the loss column looks like. Here is a ball worked out at Brock Irvin, and he does a great job to go over the defender and kiss it off the glass for the Snowflake bucket. And he opens up their second quarter scoring. It's 22-14. Snowflake in front of Holbrook. The Roadrunners from outside missing that. Landon Clare, big rebound, and he'll push it up the floor. Gian Jones is checked in for Snowflake, and he'll lose the ball on his first touch. Holbrook's got it back. Well, while the Roadrunners go to work on offense, I want to let you know that I'm joined here for a moment on our broadcast by one of our sponsors. He is Dr. Jason Lyman from Holbrook Family Dentistry. Dr. Lyman, great to see you, man.
Glad to be here.
Fun night already here in Snowflake, huh?
Yeah, it's been a
girls'
good
game was great.
Both games, very good. I'm impressed with the Holbrook girls. They played a great game.
How about Landon Clare? He just knocked down his second three. We do have to grab a timeout right here. We'll come back and talk with Dr. Lyman more here. It's 25-14. Snowflake big in front of Holbrook in this boys' game. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pinetop, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Tyler Topaha with a big shot right there for the Roadrunners. You saw his work in the low post, everybody, and when he decides to really put on a clinic, I mean, it's textbook stuff from Tyler Topaha. Here's a jumper from Clare. That's going to come up short, and Gian Jones will track it down for Snowflake. They go back to work. Brock Irvin near the paint. Rolls that one up and off. Rebound Holbrook, and we calling a flop? We got a flop warning right there. We'll take a look at the replay right there if we can and see what we think. Coach Clare is going to argue for his guy, but we didn't get that replay. But the flop warning, Dr. Lyman, that's something new in high school basketball.
So is that 5,000 or is that 10K this year?
There have been a few, right? You know, I don't really understand with the basketball that we get to see up here in our part of the state. Flopping is not a thing, really. I mean, you know, it happens from time to time, but it's a lot of these teams down in the valley. That's a big deal down there. Have you ever noticed that?
So all that I've seen so far is I don't think most of the boys teams have a trouble flopping up here.
Yeah.
They get real fouls.
Yeah. It's kind of the way it works in this part. Christian Smith rebound off a Brock Irvin miss, and then I think he was fouled by the Roadrunners, and they'll say no, not shooting. It was before he brought it back up, and the guy that committed it, Caleb Cummings. Caleb Cummings out there in the Holbrook lineup commits his first personal foul. I'm talking with Dr. Jason Lyman from Holbrook Family Dentistry. Thank you so much, Dr. Lyman, for your partnership with us, sponsoring Northland basketball. We really appreciate it, and it goes a long way toward helping us to be able to do what we do and make all the trips we get to make. We got to Chinle last night. We'll get to Ganado tomorrow night, and we get to see the Roadrunners here tonight real busy here at the Sports Zone. So thank you.
Absolutely. I love the sports in the North, but nobody's luckier to have a broadcaster as we are. Our kids are very fortunate to have you guys.
Well, thank you for that. And, certainly our team is, I'm proud of what they do. As you watch Jaron Vicente try to push one up with the one hand, and that'll go out of bounds back to the Snowflake Lobos, who lead the game by 9, 25-16 here in now the second quarter of this matchup in the 3A East. Snowflake hosting Holbrook. Landon Clare, there's a collision, and Aiden Core is going to go to the ground on a Holbrook foul. And the guy that got him is Manny Rico. Manny Rico committing the personal foul. Hey, Holbrook Family Dentistry, you guys have quite an extensive kind of geography of area of service, don't you?
We do. I think Holbrook and Winslow are probably our main contributors, but we cover a lot of the reservation, a lot of Snowflake. We even have some that come further, but grateful for everybody that comes to us. I love serving the community, and I love our communities up here in the North.
And it's really, the services that you can provide are, we're kind of in an age where you see more and more, where dentists are specializing. But, boy, you guys really do provide a full complement of services at your location, don't you?
We do. We try our best. We have 3 dentists that work with us, and really good people. I think that they care deeply about the people they work on, and honestly, most people that end up coming feel like family to me.
Dr. Jason Lyman of Holbrook Family Dentistry with us for a few moments on our broadcast. You see all the scrambling and the battling out there for the basketball.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, the competition is tremendous. A little head fake right there, and Tyler Tapaha just quietly has 8 points in the game.
That kid is freaking awesome. I love him. I don't know that he gets 3 or 4 inches off the floor, and he just kills it every night.
And yet it's the sensibility, right? I mean, he just knows how to play the game.
His IQ is so good.
We're going to get a timeout, which we'll have to take as well here at 3:33 on the clock in the second quarter. Standby, 25-18 Snowflake in front of Holbrook. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has the kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
Well, like we've seen in this game, a flurry of activity out of the timeout. It results in a Snowflake basket right there. And their lead is back to 9 points, 27-18. Snowflake in front of Holbrook with exactly 3 minutes remaining in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report comes up at the break. Jaron Vicente with the basketball inside to Tyler Tapaha, and he is going to try to work around Brock Irvin's defense, and unable to do that. Rebound Snowflake. And that's kind of the thing right there, Jason, isn't it, that Snowflake has the advantage when it comes to rebounding, and they've kind of taken advantage of that here in the game.
It feels like it. Feels like they got a lot more length underneath, and it definitely turns into a lot of second chance points.
Big shot right there. Landon Clare has his third 3 of the first half for the Lobos. He leads the scoring for Snowflake, and a great play by Brock Irvin. Tips it away. Clare's going to race it up the floor, and he'll going to be unable to finish. Leighton Tom on the rebound, and lurking back was Tyler Tapaha, and he's got an easy 2 out of it in transition for the Roadrunners, and he's in double figures.
Offensive genius right there.
Tyler Tapaha, not only is he just a kind of a master, especially in the low blocks and just his post play, but, he also knows how to work efficiently. I'll put it that way. Not a lot of wasted effort by Tyler Tapaha out there on the floor. And it turns into 2 points a moment ago for the mighty, mighty Roadrunners. You're quite familiar with the Roadrunner athletic programs, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. I love them. I know a lot of the kids. Coaches are awesome people. I think Delmar and Jeremy do a great job. Greg Perkins is awesome.
Drive Salabai, and he is going to get called for the player control foul. So watch it again. Watch what happens right here. And he's going to come around. Yeah, that was a pretty good call by the official. And really a great job by Brock Irvin.
Without that little arc under the basket, too, those kids can really set up way deep, and it's hard on that offensive player.
Yeah, it certainly is. And then we complain about the fact that people want to shoot threes all day long. Here's the drive, and a good finish by Brock Irvin, showing his speed to the basket. And Irvin's got 2 right there, giving him 8 for the half with 1:05 remaining. In the second quarter, that is. Tapaha, nice pass, but Jaron Vicente is going to get rejected by Asher Brewer. Well, I mean, it looked like it was developing nicely for the Roadrunners, and I don't know how Tyler snuck that pass in there. Watch this. He's going to sneak it right there.
That's beautiful.
And Asher says, not this time. Not on this day. And a whistle. And a snowflake foul. And Brock Irvin is the guy that gets the foul. What a fun year. We got that great game earlier in the girls' game. Snowflake, a 16-2 record before the Roadrunners came to town. And they're still going to look good, but that might hurt them a position or two when it comes to the rankings that come out next week.
Yeah, I was surprised. I think the Roadrunners are only 1-5 in the conference. For them to get that win was big for them. That was very surprising.
But they had won 4 of their previous 5 games. So something's going on with the Lady Roadrunners, and they're playing better basketball, and they definitely brought it tonight. You got this game here as well. And, there's something about this basketball rivalry between Holbrook and Snowflake. You just always get a great game, it seems,
It feels like it. We've been back. I grew up in Snowflake, but we've been back 25 years, and I look forward to Holbrook Snowflake games every year.
Who do you remember from your days?
Well, my senior year, we ended up winning it, but I've kind of preserved my eligibility. I didn't play any of the 4 years, so I still got it just in case the coaches need me.
Okay.
But early on when I was playing, the players that I think contributed a lot were Justin Lewis was our point guard, Garrett Hancock.
I remember Justin. He wore jersey number 1.
Yeah, they were solid. They had Hoop Paulson playing, Lance Greer.
Okay, so we're talking about
89 was our year that we graduated.
We're talking about Mike Budenholzer time frame.
Yeah, I think he's a year older than me.
Look at that transition basket for Brock Irvin. Irvin's got 10 first half points. We get to the final 10 seconds of the second quarter here. Tapaha trying to get something outside to Vicente. 3 seconds. Shot blocked by Ulberg. And the Snowflake Lobos close out strong in the half, and they'll lead by 13 going into the break. Brock Irvin showing a lot of emotion right in front of us, and that's just a big finish for the Lobos. So you played, Mike Budenholzer graduated 88, so you were 89.
I was 89.
So that around that time frame, Holbrook, BJ Little, of course.
BJ's a good friend. I love that guy.
Wonderful dude, and we need him more involved.
Oh yeah, I agree.
He was so involved for so long, and he's kind of stepped back. But we need that guy back out, more involved. He's one of the best officials I've ever seen in the area. But whether coaching or officiating or whatever, announcing, broadcasting, he's done broadcasting with us, and he's great at that. But miss BJ a lot out here.
I want him to run for senator, Arizona senator.
I'll back that.
Yeah, he'd be the bomb.
I'll back that.
He'd be awesome.
Let's do this. Hey, man, thanks for spending some time.
Absolutely.
And thanks again. Holbrook Family Dentistry is so valued. We appreciate you guys. You make it just that much easier for us to be able to do what we do, which is we want to provide the best coverage we can out here to these kids, and it goes a long way. So thanks for your partnership.
Thank you, Floyd.
You bet.
Thanks for having me.
Dr. Jason Lyman right there. He is one of the partners there at Holbrook Family Dentistry. Go and find out what they can do for you. Great service, great dentistry, and a great partnership we have with them here with our coverage of Northland basketball. We're going to take a timeout. It's 34-21. Snowflake in front of Holbrook in the boys' varsity game tonight here at Lobo Gymnasium. Stand by for the Mountain Mobile Autoglass halftime report. Northland basketball is presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at ShowLowFord.com.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Autoglass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-5972 Mountain Mobile Autoglass Cashback. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back to our broadcast coverage of Northland basketball. An exclusive brand of the Sports Zone. And, we want to welcome you into Snowflake tonight for the broadcast doubleheader. It's been a busy week already, and we'll wrap it up with a trip to Ganado tomorrow. The Ganado Hornets take on the Tuba City Warriors, and that's where you can find our production team doing our work at Ganado tomorrow night. The girls' game starts at 5:30, the boys' game at 7 p.m. But here tonight, it's halftime of the boys' varsity. And Snowflake hosting Holbrook, the Lobos in front, 34-21. Here at the break, it's the Mountain Mobile Autoglass halftime report. For Snowflake, they've got 10 points out of Brock Irvin. Yeah, I said it before, but when the Sports Zone shows up, Brock Irvin, I'll tell you, He turns into Superman out there. He always has a great game when the Sports Zone's around, and he's had a great first half. 10 points for Brock. Landon Clare has had a tremendous first half. 3 threes for Landon, 9 points in the game for Clare at halftime. Merrick Ulberg has 6 points so far for Snowflake. Aiden Kaur with 5 points, including a 3-point basket. Asher Brewer has 4 points in the first half for Snowflake. On the other side, well, they've only managed 3 guys to get involved in the scoring. And the first 7 points were scored by Chase Salabai, and that's his total for the game, 7 points. Tyler Tapaha took over after that, and Tyler with 11 points. So far in the game, he leads the scoring for the Roadrunners. Jaron Vicente scored the one other field goal. It was a 3-point basket, so he's got 3 for the first half, and that's it. Holbrook's got to get the offense tuned up. They got to get more done. And they've also got to do a better job on the boards. You see right there an offensive rebound by Asher Brewer on that replay, and that's been a big deal here so far in the game. I think Snowflake has outworked the Roadrunners on the boards. I think if you had to look at the stats, it would bear out that fact. Well, 34-21 is our score. Snowflake in front of Holbrook at halftime. The second half is on the way, everybody. Stick around for it. We'll continue with more Northland basketball. Right now we wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. And quarter 3 is on the way next. Stand by. Don't go anywhere. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center for their sponsoring partnership of Northland Basketball exclusively here at the Sports Zone. And we will announce the Sports Zone's player of the game at the end of the contest and give away a great t-shirt to our player of the game. Thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Thanks as well to Holbrook Family Dentistry. I don't know if Derek wants to get a shot or not of this hat again. We talked to Jason Lyman, Dr. Jason Lyman from Holbrook Family Dentistry. Great guy, joined us in that first half. And I want to flash the hat again. He gave me that hat right there. And I love it. I mean, it says Floyd Simmons, man. It's going to match my brown athletic pants that I've got. Yeah, I got brown ones. Thank you to Holbrook Family Dentistry. Big thank you to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford joining us here in this 2024 through 25 basketball season. Inbound for the Holbrook Roadrunners, and the second half is underway. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. I was just talking to Andy Wood, the former Snowflake boys coach. He's working the clock here in the second half of this game, and he just told me about how incredible Tyler Tapaha is as a post player in basketball. And he got the first 2 points of the second half a moment ago for the Roadrunners, and now it's Aiden Core answering with a 3 for Snowflake. And that's a trade that the Roadrunners just can't be making. They can't trade 2s for 3s. And Aiden Core with the big shot there to help set a tone for Snowflake in the second half. Up the floor, Asher Brewer on the right angle, picks up that dribble. Drops it to Landon Clare, the drive, and Clare's shot comes up a little short. Rebound, Chase Salabai, and he's going to get a return pass. He goes up the floor, got too far under. Good job by Asher Brewer. He kind of set up a little picket there that Salabai couldn't go around. Ended up too far under. Kaur again for 3. Missed it this time, and it's rebounded by Travis Baya. Snowflake's second half starters include number 11, Brock Irvin, number 22, Aiden Kaur, number 12, Asher Brewer, number 0, Landon Clare, with that big three-point shooting first half. He's out there, and number 23, Merrick Olberg are the Snowflake second half starters. Holbrook working it. And here's Tyler Tapaha, and he's going to back Brock Irvin down and then dish it outside for 3, and that's good from downtown. Caleb Cummings with a big 3 make, and Holbrook grabs a timeout off the make to make sure that Snowflake doesn't answer back. And maybe that's the building block for Holbrook to build on. Let's grab a timeout on the broadcast. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Saw that little mix-up right there underneath the Holbrook basket. And I say the Holbrook basket because that's the one they're defending. So that's their basket. It's on the Snowflake end. And I believe that technically that's how you make the reference. So under the Holbrook basket, that little mix-up produces an Asher Brewer foul. And Asher's going to commit another foul right there. That's 2 quick back-to-back fouls. Now he's only got a total of 2 now. Those 2 fouls are his first of the game. But Snowflake has a team now with 2 fouls. And it's a 3-shot foul. You're saying that Caleb Cummings was in the act. And we'll see if Caleb can hit his foul shots and get this thing down to some manageable range for the Holbrook team. Well, the first one won't go in. Somebody out there named Isaiah is checking in from Buffalo, New York, watching the broadcast from Buffalo, New York. Thank you, Isaiah. I bet it's cold in Buffalo. If it's cold here, and it's cold here, Buffalo's got to be bone-chilling. Free throw made, 37-28. Snowflake in front of Holbrook in this boys varsity game. You're listening on radio on Mix 98 KRFM Sholo, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. And Merrick Olberg loses that one. Holbrook's got it back. This is an opportunity for the Roadrunners. You know, you get a little mini run going. And the inbound comes in at Manny Rico for the Roadrunners. Left side, that's Jaron Basenti. And now Travis Baya. Here's Manny Rico, number 11. And Caleb Cummings open for three. He got the screen from his teammate Tyler Tapaha, and Caleb makes the shot. He's got 8 points in the game. All of that right here in the third quarter. I don't think Caleb played in the first half. The Roadrunners have trimmed the lead to 6 points. You look at the scoreboard right there, it kind of looks manageable, doesn't it? Asher Brewer works inside, got great position down low, and Asher makes that one look easy. He's got 6 points for the Lobos. Cummings drops it back to Manny Rico. The Roadrunners, what's interesting about the Roadrunners is, they can run, but they don't run very often. As this one is missed by Rico. Roadrunners, they run a lot of half-court offense. They try to set people up like that right there for a three. Cummings will check out of the game after the miss, and Chase Salabai back on the floor for the Roadrunners. But Delmar Johnson, the head coach, has been doing this for so long, and he's got a way about his offensive design. He's gonna have to figure out some defense right now, because Asher Brewer is just getting that's just too easy for Asher underneath. He's getting position. Somebody found him with a great pass right there. Tapaha works his way down. The spin and the basket. Tyler's got 15 points, leads everybody in the game, scoring and a steal. And the behind-the-back dribble for Tyler. And it's offensive foul. Tyler called for the player control foul. Watch him again. And all it takes is a little bump. When you're as big as Tyler, you're going to knock that guy right down. And Gian Jones in for Snowflake here. Takes that charge. 8-point Snowflake lead. Brewer from outside now, and that shot's a little short. Manny Rico won't get credit for a rebound because there's a foul on Snowflake. Or is it Holbrook? Holbrook gets called. Travis Maya underneath the basket there. His second foul of the game. You'll watch it again. Right in there somewhere. Inbound to Gian Jones to Landon Clare underneath. And Asher Brewer is in pretty good position, but he couldn't make the shot. Tips out there to Manny Rico. Up at the floor it goes. Jaron Vicente drops it back. Here is number 42, Tyler Tapaha. And the guy guarding him is Brock Irvin. Gets the screen, comes off that. Shot no good. Aiden Core, Snowflake rebound. Aiden all the way in, and he is fouled by Vicente. Vicente is arguing, saying, hold on a second. Hold on. Maybe they didn't get Vicente. Maybe they got... they got Tapaha. 3 personal fouls on that. Well, let's see. Let's see if you agree right here. There's Tyler. Yep, it's all day long. That was a good call. And 1 for 2 at the line for Core, but an offensive rebound. And this guy's been deadly today from outside. But Claire missing that shot. Claire's got 9 in the game. Brock Irvin has 10 to lead Snowflake's scoring. 9 points also for Aiden Core. And Asher Brewer seems like he's had a lot more than 8, doesn't it? Tapaha in the paint, missed the shot. And here is that a double dribble that was missed right there? That's Jet Udall has come into the lineup for Snowflake. And Coach Joe Clare wants a timeout for his Lobos. They're in front by 9 with 2:46 remaining in the third quarter. This is Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
The inbound for Snowflake. We're back to it, everybody. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. And Udall gets free for the three. It's going to rim out, no good. And Brock Irvin fights for the rebound and travels because his teammate was right there. They both had hands on the ball, so that's too many feet. And then Brock got popped in the mouth a little bit, and he's working on a tooth that might be loose right there. Don't want to mess up the smile, I'll tell you that, you know. Handsome young man like that. There's Tyler Tapaha working around at the top of the key, and he's going to hand it off to Rico. Open is Basenti in the corner, and the shot is good for the Roadrunners. Jaron Basenti hit one in the first quarter. Hasn't been able to get free for a shot since then. Udall inside. Too much there. Misses the shot. Tipped out to Landon Clare. Snowflake keeps it alive. 2 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. 42-36. Snowflake in front. Landon Clare for three. And that's no good. And that'll be a foul. And Brock Irvin was he was pushing off to get position, and he's gonna get whistled. And he didn't agree, but that was a really good call. It was right in front of our broadcast spot. Hey, our friends from Begay's Screenworks. Randy Begay checking in out there, says, hey Floyd, BSW into house watching from my printing shop. Begay Screenworks, if you've seen their work, man, Begay Screenworks, beautiful graphics works and screen printing, t-shirts, beautiful stuff. And we get this run up, and Udall is going to get called for the player control foul. Well, Udall is not bashful about shooting. We haven't seen him out there much. He hadn't been on the floor very much, only here in this third quarter. And there he goes, and he led with the knee and all that good stuff, and now he'll get relieved of duty. Coach brings him out of the game. Snowflake checks Christian Smith back into the lineup. Smith with Ulberg and Brewer, Gian Jones, Brock Irvin. And Manny Rico for Holbrook goes to work. Drops it back outside. Caleb Cummings. And that one, a three on the way. No good for Vicente. Well, Holbrook could use a kind of a big shot right here. But first, Brock Irvin's going to show you what he can do. The second effort for Brock. 12 points in the game for Irvin. Well, without Brock out there right now, this would be a way different game. He has just been so important, so valuable to Snowflake tonight. There's a whistle. And it's Irvin. And that's his third foul of the game. Coach going to get him out of the game. Brock with the loose tooth will go out to protect him from any further foul damage in the final minute of this third quarter. And Aiden Core will come into the game after this first free throw try by Manny Rico. It's a big shot to miss right there, I tell you. Brock's going to check out. Yeah, he's dealing with the tooth. It's not stopping his play, I'll tell you that, but he's dealing with something. And Rico makes the second. Well, 7-point game. Lobos will give it right back to Holbrook. Ulberg took his eye off the ball. Roadrunners bring it across. Manny Rico looking for the Tapaha screen. And then on the three-point try, a whistle and a foul. 3 shots on the way for Rico. The guy that got him is Christian Smith, his second foul of the game. And this guy is Manny Rico. Well, this is a big moment right here. This is a big spot. You got to hit these free throws. See where his foot was. His foot was on the line. That should only be 2 shots. And wait a second. That one wouldn't have counted anyway. He missed it, but so it kind of turns into what amounts to a a two-shot foul because Manny had steps across. Now a travel on Tyler. So Tabaha the turnover. 32 seconds remain in the third period. Inbound, Jones, and he threw it a little bit at the ankles of Aiden Core. So both teams a little sloppy here at the end of the third quarter. See if they can clean things up when the fourth gets around here. Cummings with a bounce pass inside to Tapaha, trying to back down. He's got a man in the corner, Vicente for three, and that shot is good for Jaron Vicente. Big basket, we got a three-point game. 10 seconds on the clock. Smith from way downtown, that's short. Brewer's got it back, dumps it inside, throws it out of bounds. Holbrook's got the ball for a 2.3 second play. What can they do? They can tie the game is what they can do. It'll be tough. We'll see who gets it. It's going to be Vicente from beyond half court. And he almost got it. He almost got it. But what a fight back in the third quarter by the Roadrunners. And our score is Snowflake 44, Holbrook 41. The fourth quarter next. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Well, the mighty Holbrook Roadrunners hit 4 3-point baskets in the third quarter. Jaron Vicente with 2 of them. Caleb Cummings with 2. And the Roadrunners outscored Snowflake 20-10 in the third quarter to make this a ball game. And Snowflake will have it first, leading 44-41 as we start the fourth quarter, and a big shot from Merrick Goldberg. Well, that is huge to try to stop some of this Holbrook momentum. Vicente couldn't make the shot over the top of Asher Brewer. Brewer's rebound will start a transition. Snowflake will revert to the half-court offense. High off the glass, no good for Brock Irvin. He is battling out there. Brock is just got a nose for the ball, man. His effort is second to none. And he's one of those guys you love to have because you know, he's always following a shot. He's always going back in to try to get the rebound, and he makes so many second chance opportunities go for the Lobos. There's a miss from Vicente, and a rebound by Asher Brewer. We are 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Northland basketball is brought to you by Choice Broadband. On the baseline, Landon Clare, the reverse would not go down. Tyler Tapaha for the Holbrook rebound. Roadrunners with 3 timeouts remaining. Snowflake has 3 timeouts remaining. And you can bet we're going to see 2 or 3 used. Caleb Cummings has had a huge second half for the Roadrunners. 11 points for the Birds, and all of that in the second half, including 3 3-point baskets for number 22 for the Roadrunners. It's a 2-point game. Can you imagine what will happen here? There's a lot of Holbrook fans in the crowd. Can you imagine if the Roadrunners were to hit a 3 on this possession? Look at that play by Tyler Tapaha. How smart is this guy? He's going to doink it off the head of the opponent right here. Brock Irvin was going to his back, and watch Tyler. Tyler's like, I need this ball. We need this possession. And Tyler Tapaha and the Roadrunners have a chance right here. They can take the lead. They've got guys that like to let it fly from outside. This guy right here, Jaron Vicente, walking it up. He's hit multiple threes. Caleb Cummings deadly out there from 3. Caleb's got the ball. Back to Vicente. To the corner. Not open. And now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tapaha. Irvin closed ground. Somebody going to have to shoot. And a travel is called on Travis Baya. One thing for sure you noticed on that possession is just how much the height advantage for Snowflake is just difficult for Holbrook to overcome. They tried to get the ball to a three-point shooter, and Snowflake was able to use their length to prevent any shot from outside. And now there is a turnover by the Lobos. 5:27 remaining. There's a lot of basketball left to be played. Can the Roadrunners, boy, they were down big at halftime. They were down by 13. Can the Roadrunners, well, can they tie the game? How about a 3? How about that? That's not going to happen. Asher Brewer cleans up the rebound for the Lobos. Ulberg behind the back. Fancy. Now on the angle, there's Clara trying to run a pick and roll. Eventually they get it inside to Asher Brewer, and Asher is so quick to bring the ball up, and he did. And Asher's got 10 points for Snowflake. Roadrunners throw it away. Waste of possession. Snowflake leading 48-44. Watch it again. Watch how quick Brewer is right here. Holbrook is pretty good because they don't have the size. They're pretty good at getting the ball on its way up, and that's their only real hope a lot of times in a situation like that. But Brewer knew it, and he got the ball quickly up and made the basket for the Lobos. And he'll handle the ball now outside to Aiden Kourer. Well, I thought he was open for the 3. Didn't take it though, obviously. Lob inside, Brock Irvin, turn around, and that's a quick little bucket. And the low post game for Snowflake gives them a little breathing room right here. They scored the last 4 points unanswered in the game. Vicente goes around the defense there, skip pass to the corner. Nothing for them. Tyler Tapaha outside. Tyler's going to dish in the paint, and Salabai will finish for the Roadrunners. Chase Salabai scored in a flurry, scored the first 7 points of the game for the Roadrunners, and did it really quick in the first minute and a half or 2. And then he never scored again after that. Oh, somebody missed an assignment on defense. Asher Brewer was too open on that. Can't let it happen. And a timeout is taken from the Snowflake bench. 52-46 our score. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Hey, back in, everybody. And it's getting loud in Snowflake. The Roadrunners brought a lot of fans. In fact, I got to tell you, Holbrook has traveled better for this matchup in Snowflake than Alchese did, and that surprises me. I thought that Alchese 2 nights ago would bring half the community of White River. Tyler Tapaha gets the first points of his in the fourth quarter. And he's going to stop Asher Brewer, and he'll have to kick it back outside. Back in from the timeout, Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband, and Irvin got free toward the basket. Jaron Basenti had to foul him, and Jaron picks up his 3rd foul of the game. He had no real choice. He had to foul. That was before the shot. That's the first team foul on the Roadrunners. And that's an issue now you need to watch and look at is team foul numbers. Intentional foul called on Landon Clare of Snowflake, and I didn't even see it. That's his first foul of the game. I'm sure we've got a replay. I didn't even see it. Let's see what we're looking at right here.
Hey, they missed him doing it to you. Be smart.
There it is. That's just... I got to be... I've seen a little bit of that throughout the game, but that's the one that gets called. And that's going to cost... It's going to be a big moment. Free throws. Manny Rico is going to shoot those shots for the Roadrunners. So I think we're looking at 2 foul shots and possession for Holbrook. I don't think they're going to get 4. No, they wouldn't get 4 shots because that's only the first team foul on the Lobos. Well, Manny's going to look back and he's going to wish he'd have made that. That's a string of 3 straight misses by Manny at the foul line. It's a 4-point game. Those were big. Those were huge right there. And the Roadrunners have the basketball, but their energy does not match the moment. And I think if maybe they make the foul shots, they might feel a little bit better right now. And they've got the ball inbound to Manny Rico, and he's going to go up the left sideline, guarded closely by Landon Clare. 3 minutes on the clock. That's what remains in the 4th quarter. Tapaha inside. He's going to dip, and he's going to get the shot. Pure effort right there by Tapaha, working against outstanding defender Brock Irvin. We got a 2-point game. 5-second call. Turnover by Snowflake. Watch it now. The count has begun already about right there. (52-50). The Roadrunners could get the lead right here. A 3 would do it. Tapaha on the angle left side. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 20 seconds. And they're going to take as much time as they need right here. They want a quality shot. You see a lot of teams in this situation force something that they would otherwise not want. Rico outside, he gets called for the travel. Travel called. There was only 3 left on the shot clock at that point. So they were going to have to rush something anyway. Inbound. What a game. Snowflake 52, Holbrook 50. Aiden Kaur stops just outside the free throw line, and he'll drop it pass back to Brock Irvin. Deep on the angle right side. Clare with it. Back to Irvin and Asher Brewer. Now Gian Jones coming off a screen, looking for some help. Fans here, some of those, the Holbrook fans wanted to travel. Officials did not agree. We've got 92 seconds remaining, and a 3 from Brewer is no good. Rebound, Snowflake foul. Can you tell there are a lot of Holbrook fans in Snowflake for this one? Personal foul number 4 on Snowflake's Brock Irvin. They cannot lose Brock in these final seconds. Snowflake 52, Holbrook 50. The Roadrunners take over possession. Got a minute 20. Manny Rico with the basketball. And that's a 5-second call. I kind of thought it was coming. So Landon Clare defensively is able to come over and front Rico defensively and force that 5-second turnover. And it comes with a minute 6 remaining in regulation. Well, this is a big game, and I've got to tell you, Snowflake's got to love the atmosphere of this game for what it does for them in a playoff run coming up. I think Snowflake's going to make the playoffs. They're going to grab a timeout right here. We need a timeout, right? Don't we? We'll grab a timeout here, everybody. Yes? Yeah, we do. All right. 2-point Snowflake lead with a minute remaining. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for two plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back to you. Woohoo!
Hey, back in, everybody, and welcome back for the final minute and 2 seconds of regulation of this big 3A East showdown. Snowflake hosting Holbrook. The Lobos, the Snowflake boys team, with a 52-50 lead over the Roadrunners as we get down to the final seconds here. Merrick Ulberg goes into the paint. Ulberg with the left hand. What a shot by Merrick. That's a big make. And it's a 4-point lead, a 2-possession game, and the Roadrunners spend a timeout as the ball comes into front court, and they want to work a few things out. The Roadrunners will have 2 timeouts remaining. 2 timeouts remaining after this for the Roadrunners. Snowflake has 1 timeout remaining, and this is what it's all about. Northland basketball. It just doesn't get any better. Snowflake, Holbrook, what a great basketball rivalry these schools have with each other. It's always, they're very different teams every time. Snowflake's always going to have size. Holbrook always won't. Just the way it is. The Roadrunners, when was the last time the Roadrunners had anything resembling a big front line? Just rare, isn't it? Just rare. Snowflake student section has finally shown up here on a Friday night. They're there. They're wreaking havoc here, having a good time. Whatever that means, I have no idea. But we thank you for joining us. And remember tomorrow night as well. Tomorrow night we'll be at Ganado. Ganado will host Tuba City. Great Ganado girls team, great Tuba City girls team. What a night tomorrow night at the Hornets Pavilion. Inside, and the shot is good for Tyler Tapaha. Now this is where you end up with trouble, because timeout for Holbrook, and that's going to leave them with 1 timeout left. You're going to have 1 timeout remaining. Snowflake has 1 timeout. This is why, when it comes to the fouls, I know you don't want to foul, but then, as you get inside the final 3 minutes, 4 minutes of a game, you got to start thinking about your foul situation. Holbrook has 1 team foul. They got to start fouling, like immediately. As soon as the inbound is made, they got to foul. And then on the next inbound, they got to foul again. They got to keep fouling till they get to 5 and put Snowflake on the line. And along the way, you got to hope that you don't get called for an intentional foul, because that can be a problem. So, I mean, that's the deal. Offensively, I don't know what Snowflake is going to do. But I just defensively, if you don't steal the inbound or you don't steal the pass in the first 4 or 5 seconds, your only option, your only choice is you have to start fouling immediately. And then it's going to be 3 inbound passes, precipitated by fouls before you get the other team at the line. You see if Holbrook has any real foul trouble. Yeah, well, Jaron Basenti's got 3 and Tyler Tapaha's got 3. So it's clear you don't want either one of those guys to to have to commit more than one foul. So they'll go man-to-man for the inbound. Tyler Tapaha is all by himself back on defense. And Gian Jones will get the inbound. And Snowflake will bring it up. Well, somewhere now you got a foul. I mean, I guess if they think they can make a defensive play, I guess you just go. Tyler Tapaha doing everything he can. And Snowflake will grab a timeout after possessing the basketball and protecting it. I guess that was the Snowflake. The Holbrook plan is, hey, we can make a play. I guess that's what you do. And Holbrook almost made a play. See, that's why Delmar Johnson is coaching, and I'm doing this. 54-52 is our score. 14.5 seconds left. Now what do you do? Because it's going to be very hard to get 3 fouls, and it's 4 fouls total that you need. I'm talking about 3 that get you to the point where you can finally foul them and get them to the line. So 4 total fouls is what Holbrook would have to commit. So you don't like to commit fouls until you got to commit fouls. So we'll see what they do. Hey, I just saw a former Holbrook High School athletic director in the stands. Right there, yeah, Paul Demuth. See him in the middle right there? He works for Eastern Arizona College now, many, many years as the athletic director at Holbrook High School. Now he's a big-time, big shot at Eastern Arizona College. And he's a terrific dude. 54-52. And we got 14.5 seconds remaining. Aiden Core to throw it in. Gets it in. And Core has the pass knocked down. This Tyler Tapaha, I don't know. Well, Tyler has arguably the smallest vertical you got out there. And yet he's such a sensible player. He always finds a way to get involved, get in the lanes, make a play. And there it is. There's the steal for the Roadrunners. And a foul on Snowflake. That's not a shooting foul. They're going to get Gian Jones there for a push at the end. And that was enough to make Chase Salabai's glasses go flying. I don't know. Holbrook got the turnover. You don't need to foul when you can do this. Chase Salabai playing free safety out there makes a heck of a play. Gian Jones gets called for the foul. Let's see. Look at the lineup here. 10.5 seconds left. The Roadrunners could actually win it with a 3, as you know. Holbrook's got Jaron Basenti to throw it in. Manny Rico in backcourt. There's Chase Salabai up front. Tyler Tapaha. Travis Baya. Those are the Roadrunners out there. Aiden Core, Landon Clare, Asher Brewer, Brock Irvin, Gian Jones for Snowflake. And Holbrook wants to spend their final timeouts. That's it, their last timeout right here. Woo, what a game. What a finish. The Roadrunners get the steal. You gotta be kidding me. How in the world did they get that? Northland basketball, Snowflake, Holbrook. And it comes down to the final possession right here. Hope you're having a great night. Join us again tomorrow night at Ganado, the Hornets, and the Warriors, Tuba City. Got a pretty packed crowd here. It's near capacity at Snowflake. A lot of Holbrook fans in the crowd, and they would delight at a last-second walk-off three-point basket. Let's see what the Roadrunners decide to run. Interesting setup. They got one guy in backcourt to support the inbound, and 3 guys all the way down on the far end of the floor. Jaron Basenti is going to take the inbound for the Roadrunners, go up the left side. Down to 7 seconds, Tyler Tapaha, and he's going to attack the basket. Inside, and he is trying to draw the foul, and that's not going to happen, and that's going to run the clock out. And the Snowflake Lobos hold on to win the game. if Tyler hadn't kind of fumbled the ball on his way up, I think that he might have very well been able to get the foul he was looking for. Get to the line, if not make a shot there in that moment. But he fumbled it. And I don't know if the defender got a hand in there on the ball and helped it out, whatever. But one way or the other, Snowflake has outlasted Holbrook in a classic here tonight at Lobo Gymnasium. Congratulations to the Snowflake Lobos on a big 3A East win over the Holbrook Roadrunners. And the 54-52 victory is going to, it's going to make sure that they stay in first place. Now 3-0 in the region. Holbrook drops to 2-1. Sholo hasn't played, or at least hasn't yet registered a loss in the region, so technically the Sholo Cougars, somewhere in all of that, the way it works, will be tied with Snowflake. What a game between Snowflake and Holbrook, and they're always going to give you a good one. No matter what, they're always going to give you a good game. We congratulate.
Hey, 2 seconds.
We need 2 seconds. Coach says 2 seconds. Yeah, you know what a coach's 2 seconds is. Coach Claire, before we talk to our player of the game, Landon Claire is the Sports Zone's player of the game. Before we talk to him, Coach wants 2 seconds. Well, yeah, that was pretty good 2 seconds from Coach right there. Wow, what a game tonight here in Snowflake. Hey, Landon, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. Tremendous boys basketball game at Snowflake tonight in the 3A East. The Lobos get the win to move to 3-0 in the region and stay in first place. They have defeated Holbrook, the team that was alongside them, 2-0 at the top of the region standings. And the final score, Snowflake 54, Holbrook 52. Let's talk to the Sports Zone's player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Spark plug that got this team going early with this devastating three-point shooting. Landon Clare joins us. Landon, congratulations.
Thank you.
What a game.
We knew it was going to be tough. We've been planning for this game for a while. We knew this is going to be the region game every time, and we came prepared better this time than they were. Heck of a game, though.
I got to tell you, that first half where you guys kind of dominated, you had a 13-point halftime lead. It was your shooting that sparked the whole thing. You got really hot from the outside. Tell me about that. Tell me about how you felt that contributed to your big first half as a team.
Well, our game plan going into it was hit the high post, and they'll collapse on that, and the posts were doing a good job kicking out, and I was the hot hand, so they knew where to find me, and I was knocking down shots.
And you got it done. Now, in that second half, that's when Holbrook made their big comeback, and they had a big third quarter to make this a close game. But, your guys battled. Why not give some props out there? I mean, I thought, Brock Irvin is always stepping up, and he had another great game. Asher was important for you. Talk about some of these other guys.
Brock, man, we knew Tapha, he averages so many points. It's so hard to guard him. And for him to step up, especially at the end of the game when he could risk fouling out if we're going to overtime, he really stepped up, played defense, and eventually won the game.
Now tell me, Landon, about that last 10 or 15 seconds. It was about 10 seconds on the clock. You guys were inbounding it, and Holbrook intercepted the pass. Now all of a sudden they've got it in a one-possession game for the final seconds. What was going through your mind out there? Now you guys are on defense, and you guys got to get a stop. Tell me about the moment.
Just the one word he said in our huddle. He said, grit. So we just needed to fight it through, and whatever happened, happened.
Big game. Are you pretty thrilled right now?
Yeah, I'm really thrilled. That was a nerve-wracking game.
That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. What a win for Snowflake. You are the Sports Zone's player of the game, Landon.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a great game. Have a great night. Enjoy it, okay?
You too.
Landon Clare is the Sports Zone's player of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Snowflake has defeated Holbrook 54-52. Well done by the Snowflake Lobos to get this big win tonight. I think we'll talk with head coach Joe Clare. Landon Clare was the player of the game. His dad, Joe, is the head coach, and I think he is going to make his way over to our courtside spot here and tell us all about it. Boy, what a game tonight. This game was had no shortage of fun for the fans, that's for sure. We welcome you back in as we wrap up our broadcast coverage and talk to head coach Joe Clare of Snowflake after the Lobos have defeated the Holbrook Roadrunners 54-52 Northland basketball, presented by Choice Broadband. Hey, Coach.
How's it going,
Floyd?
Well
done, man.
Thanks. It's crazy.
Well done. You had to hold on for dear life there at the end.
That's Delmar's team. They always fight.
What does a game like this do for you? I'll kind of jump to the end, and what I'm driving at, Coach, is that the atmosphere in here is as intense as you're going to see it all year, and there's going to be no more quarterfinals in Prescott Valley where you kind of got this level of intensity depending on who you play. You might get a huge reservation crowd over there and play in front of that, and I think that helps prepare you for the semis and the finals. You're not going to get any of that. Tonight here in Snowflake, I don't know, it was as intense as I think you could imagine it being.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had it down in our championship game at Chandler Prep against Florence, and we faltered a little bit down the stretch, and we faltered a little bit here, but then got it done. So we're learning, and that's all I can ask.
Coach, I thought that Landon Clare played a tremendous game for you, man. He really showed up and did a great job. He had the hot hand shooting the ball from the outside, and of course, he engineered a lot of other stuff, getting guys involved. Tell me about Landon and the game you thought he gave your team.
Yeah, he's grown huge from last year. His confidence has grown, and he comes out with high confidence, and he knocked down some shots early. And then usually in the second half, he gets his team involved, and that's huge because Brock and Asher are dominant if they can get it where they can dominate.
Well, you mentioned two guys that have to be mentioned. Brock Irvin, my goodness, this guy.
Freaking love that kid.
I don't know. I just, there's something. What is the indefinable characteristic I'm trying to describe about this guy? The kind of player he is.
Man, he just never gives up. Like I've told so many of my younger kids, you guys could be like Brock Irvin, and they're like, he's so good, and he's actually not that basketball talented, but he wills himself to do what he does, and he's perfected a couple things, and he's really good at it.
His effort, his second effort, when a shot goes up, whether it's somebody else or him, he's like a laser. He's laser focused. He's just going after the ball. He expects the ball not to go in. It's almost that's the way it is, and he's going to be the guy that scoops it up.
And I could play him every minute of every game, and he would never not give full effort. Other kids lose some concentration and just kind of peter out. That's not Brock. That's why he's a captain.
You know who else had a great game for you? I thought Merrick Holbrook, was big in a lot of moments for you tonight.
Yeah, it's huge. We lost Gian to an ankle. He played a little bit tonight, but Merrick stepped up huge and came and knocked down some buckets, really handled the ball well, and played some great defense down the stretch too.
Well, the East is going to be fun, but Coach, listen, man, you're like halfway there, buddy. 3-0 in the region. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad to start now. We just got to finish.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Floyd.
All right, Coach Joe Clare of Snowflake with the big win tonight. Final score 54-52. The Lobos have defeated the Holbrook Roadrunners. What a night. Two great games and a lot of fun for us here at the Sports Zone. There was that big Holbrook girls upset win over Snowflake earlier, and now in the finish here in the boys game, that's what you want. You want it to come down to the final second, and it certainly did. Unfortunately for the Roadrunners, they just couldn't get that last second shot or chance at the line, that kind of thing. But they put it in the hands of their guy, Tyler Tapaha. And, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just ask Kobe Bryant, ask Michael Jordan. And when it works, though, it's a marvelous thing. On the other side, it was Snowflake. And they get the big win tonight. Congratulations to them for sure. I want to thank our broadcast team, led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, David Simmons, and on camera for us tonight, Big Sean Ulvistad. And I want to remind you that we're going to be at it tomorrow again. Tomorrow night at 5:30, the start time for the girls' game at Ganado. The Ganado Hornets taking on the Tuba City Warriors. We'll have the boys' game following that as well tomorrow night from Hornets Pavilion as we continue our week of coverage here at the Sports Zone with Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Broadband. For the entire crew, This is Floyd Simmons saying thanks for being with us, everybody. You're the best out there. We appreciate you. God bless you. Have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow night from Ganado with more Northland basketball. Good night from Snowflake.